What's up, Gain and Grow family? Before you even think about clicking away, let me ask you something. Are you one of those people who's been hitting the gym for months, but your progress looks like it's moving backward? Yeah, I thought so. You're about to discover the 10 fitness mistakes that are literally stealing your gains right from under your nose. And I guarantee you're doing at least 3 of these without even knowing it. Here's the thing that nobody wants to admit. Most people walking into gyms today are accidentally sabotaging their own results. They're working harder, not smarter. They're putting in the time, but missing the fundamentals that actually create transformation. Today, I'm going to fix that for you. I'm about to break down the exact mistakes that keep people spinning their wheels for years instead of months. These aren't just random tips I pulled from some fitness magazine. These are the real deal breakers I see destroying progress every single day. And the best part? Every single one of these is completely fixable once you know what to look for. So grab your water bottle, find a comfortable spot, and let's dive into the 10 biggest fitness mistakes that are keeping you from the results you deserve. Trust me, by the end of this video, your entire approach to training is going to change. Mistake number 1, and this one's huge. Building your entire workout around isolation exercises. I see this everywhere. People walk into the gym and immediately gravitate toward the bicep curls, leg extensions, and chest flies. They spend their entire session doing movements that target just one muscle at a time. Here's why this approach is holding you back. Isolation exercises are like trying to build a house by painting the trim before you've laid the foundation. They have their place, but they're not where you build your base. These movements only recruit one muscle group at a time, which means you're leaving tons of potential growth on the table. Compare that to compound movements like squats, deadlifts, bench press, and rows. These exercises recruit entire teams of muscles simultaneously. When you squat, you're not just working your legs. Your core has to stabilize, your back has to support the load, and your entire body learns to work as one coordinated unit. This recruitment of multiple muscle groups allows you to lift heavier weights, which gives your body a much stronger signal to adapt and grow. More muscle activation equals more growth stimulus. It's really that simple. Now, don't get me wrong, isolation exercises aren't useless. They're fantastic for bringing up weak points and adding finishing touches to your physique, but they should be the dessert, not the main course. Lead with your compound movements when your energy is highest, then use isolation exercises to target specific areas that need extra attention. Mistake number 2 is treating machines like they're the only equipment in the gym. I get it, machines feel safer and more straightforward when you're starting out. But if your entire workout consists of moving from machine to machine, you're missing out on some serious benefits. Machines excel at providing stability when you need to isolate specific muscles or when you're learning movement patterns. If your shoulders keep taking over during chest exercises, a chest press machine can help you feel the target muscle better by controlling the path of movement. But here's the problem with relying exclusively on machines. They lock you into fixed movement patterns that might not match your body's natural mechanics. Sometimes this feels smooth, but other times it can feel like your joints are being forced through motions they weren't designed for. Free weights move with you instead of forcing you to move with them. They allow your body to find its natural groove and movement pattern. Plus, free weights challenge all those small stabilizing muscles that machines completely ignore. These stabilizers are crucial for real-world strength and injury prevention. The smart approach is using both tools strategically. Use machines when you need extra stability to target specific muscles effectively. Use free weights to build functional strength and challenge your entire system. This combination gives you the best of both worlds. Mistake number 3 is being afraid to ask for help or advice. The gym can feel intimidating when you're starting out. Everyone seems to know exactly what they're doing. And that guy deadlifting 3 times your body weight looks like he'd rather eat nails than answer a beginner's question. But here's the reality that most beginners don't realize. The vast majority of experienced lifters love helping newcomers. They remember what it felt like to be completely lost, and they genuinely want to share what they've learned. Most of the time, if you politely ask for a spot or some quick advice, you'll get a friendly response. Getting help from experienced lifters is one of the biggest shortcuts available to beginners. Good advice can save you months of trial and error and prevent you from developing bad habits that take forever to unlearn. Don't let fear keep you from accessing this incredible resource. Just make sure you're asking the right people. Look for someone who's clearly experienced, training with good form, and seems approachable. Avoid asking the person who spends more time on their phone than actually working out. Mistake number 4, and this is the one most of you are probably guilty of. Staying in your comfort zone with weights that never challenge you. I totally understand why this happens. Heavy weights look scary, and light weights feel safe and manageable. But here's what you need to understand about muscle growth. Your muscles only adapt when you give them a reason to change. If you're doing the same weight for the same number of reps week after week, your body has no incentive to get stronger or build more muscle. This is where progressive overload becomes crucial. Progressive overload simply means doing slightly more than you did last time. This could mean adding a little more weight, squeezing out an extra rep, or increasing the challenge in some other measurable way. You don't need to set personal records every single workout, nobody does. But over the course of weeks and months, the numbers need to trend upward. This gradual increase in demand is what forces your body to adapt and grow stronger. The key is finding that sweet spot where the weight is challenging, but still allows you to maintain good form. If you can easily knock out your target reps and feel like you could do 5 more, it's time to increase the load. Mistake number 5 is the complete opposite problem: going too heavy too fast and sacrificing form for ego. This usually happens when people get excited about progress and try to jump ahead too quickly. I see this constantly. Someone learns how to bench press, and within a few weeks they're trying to load up weight that's way beyond their current ability. The result is always the same. Form breaks down, the risk of injury skyrockets, and the actual muscle building benefit disappears. Heavy weight lifted with poor form is infinitely less effective than moderate weight lifted with perfect technique. When your form breaks down, the target muscles often get less stimulation, not more. Meanwhile, your joints take a beating from the awkward movement patterns. The smart approach is building up gradually. Master the movement pattern first, then progressively add load, while maintaining that crisp technique. 10 clean, controlled reps will always beat 4 sloppy reps with weight that's basically dominating you. Remember, the goal isn't to impress anyone in the gym. The goal is to stimulate muscle growth safely and effectively. Check your ego at the door, and focus on quality over quantity. Mistake number 6 is inconsistency, and this one kills more fitness dreams than any other factor. Everyone gets motivated and starts strong, but motivation is temporary. Motivation gets you started, but habits get you results. The harsh truth is that building muscle takes time, real time, and we're not talking about a few weeks or even a few months. Significant physique changes happen over years of consistent training. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's reality. The people who get incredible results aren't the ones with perfect genetics or unlimited time. They're the ones who show up consistently, even when they don't feel like it. They make training a non-negotiable part of their routine, not something they do when everything else aligns perfectly. This is why finding a sustainable approach is so important. You can't rely on motivation to carry you through years of training. You need systems and habits that work even when life gets crazy. Start by committing to a realistic schedule that you can maintain long-term. 3 solid workouts per week beats 6 inconsistent ones every time. Build the habit first, then worry about optimization later. Mistake number 7 seems obvious, but I still see it everywhere: not bringing water to your workouts. Your body is roughly 60% water, and when you train intensely, you can lose over a liter per hour through sweat. Dehydration hits your performance fast and hard. Your strength drops, your focus disappears, everything feels heavier than it should, and you might start getting muscle cramps. It's like voluntarily putting yourself at a disadvantage. The solution couldn't be simpler. Bring a water bottle and sip regularly throughout your workout. This isn't rocket science, but it makes a massive difference in how you feel and perform. Proper hydration also supports recovery between sets and helps maintain your energy levels throughout the entire session. It's one of the easiest performance upgrades you can make. Mistake number 8 is doing excessive cardio when your main goal is building muscle. Cardio is fantastic for cardiovascular health, but if you're trying to build an impressive physique, turning every workout into an endurance marathon will slow your progress. Many beginners think that doing tons of cardio will automatically make them look fit and athletic. But an aesthetic physique comes from 2 main factors: building muscle and managing body fat. Excessive cardio can actually interfere with both of these goals. Too much cardio can drain your energy for strength training, impair your recovery between sessions, and in extreme cases, even break down the muscle tissue you're trying to build. It's counterproductive for muscle building goals. The truth about fat loss is that it's primarily controlled by your calorie balance, not by how much cardio you do. You can do hours of cardio every day, but if you're eating too many calories, you won't lose fat. On the flip side, you can lose fat with 0 cardio if your nutrition is dialed in. If you want to include cardio for health benefits, walking is your best friend. Aim for around 10,000 steps per day. Walking burns calories without interfering with recovery, and it doesn't create the same stress on your system as high-intensity cardio. Mistake number 9 is ignoring protein intake. This is huge, and it's something I see all the time. People train hard, sweat buckets, push themselves to their limits, and then completely neglect the one thing that actually builds the muscle. Here's how muscle growth actually works. Weight training sends a signal to your body that it needs to get stronger. But protein provides the raw materials to actually make that happen. No protein means no recovery. No recovery means no growth. If you're lifting weights regularly, you need significantly more protein than sedentary people. For most lifters, somewhere between 1.6 and 2 grams per kilogram of body weight works well. This supports recovery, helps you continue progressing, and as a bonus, protein helps you feel full, which can make managing your appetite much easier. Don't overthink this. Focus on including a good protein source with every meal. Chicken, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, whatever works for your preferences and lifestyle. Just make sure you're consistently hitting your targets. Mistake number 10 is following advice blindly without thinking critically. The fitness industry is full of conflicting information, and what works perfectly for one person might be completely wrong for someone else. When someone tells you that intermittent fasting is the best way to lose fat, they might be right for some people, but that doesn't mean it's right for you. Every approach has pros and cons. and individual responses vary dramatically. This is why you need to approach every piece of advice, including mine, with some healthy skepticism. Test things out, see how your body responds, and don't be afraid to experiment with different approaches. The more you learn from various sources, the better you'll get at separating solid information from trendy nonsense. Stay curious, keep learning, and always trust your own experience over what someone else claims worked for them. Be especially wary of self-proclaimed experts who have never actually achieved the results they're promising to teach you. If someone is giving bodybuilding advice but won't show their own physique, there's probably a good reason for that. So there you have it, the 10 biggest fitness mistakes that are secretly sabotaging your progress. Every single one of these is completely fixable once you know what to look for. Remember, building an impressive physique isn't about having perfect genetics or unlimited time. It's about avoiding the common pitfalls that keep most people stuck and focusing on the fundamentals that actually drive results. Start with compound movements, use progressive overload, stay consistent, fuel your body properly, and approach everything with a critical mind. Do these things consistently, and your progress will speak for itself. If this video helped you identify mistakes you've been making, make sure to subscribe to Gain and Grow for more no-nonsense fitness content that actually works. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest uploads. And here's something I want you to do right now. Pick one mistake from this list that you know you've been making and commit to fixing it this week. Don't try to change everything at once. Pick one, nail it, then move on to the next.